TikTok. I must be the first person in the country to get evicted by his landlord because he wants to house the fucking hotel people.
The mass evictions have begun. The Labour approach to ending asylum hotels has backfired massively, and the country is absolutely furious, including this guy.
Literally got a text last night saying, you got a month's notice, maximum 2, want you to move out, we're redecorating, and we're not renting the property back out to you, pretty much. I don't know where I stand with that, or how it fucking goes down, or what the fucking crack is, but that's a text I received last night. He wants me out. Why? There we go. What do we do, guys? What do we do? Do you know what I mean? But also, next door, he owns a house next door. You've got the Romanian family living there. They're getting kicked out as well. So that's what I'm trying to say, guys. Look what Keir Starmer's done now. All his hard-working people are getting kicked out now. We've got nowhere to live. He wants to house them. So people next door, Romanians, came over here about 15 years ago. Been non-stop working flat out. They've been given 1 month's notice to fucking move out. Same as myself. There we go. Thank you, Keir Starmer. Wanker.
Yeah, people are absolutely furious. When Labour said that they were going to end the use of asylum hotels, we thought that meant that they were actually going to stop the boats, not move those people out of hotels and into the private rented market that us young people are desperately trying to, we're trying to desperately get somewhere to stay that doesn't cost an arm and a leg, and you're just going to kick people out of their rented accommodation to make room for people who aren't paying a penny for it themselves. What a slap in the face to the working people of this country. And young people normally vote Labour, but the young people are absolutely furious.
So the UK government is now dishing out 5-year guaranteed rent contracts to private landlords. Not for ordinary Brits, not for young families, but for asylum seekers.
Unbelievable.
Yes, while you're out here refreshing Rightmove like it's Tinder, hoping for a miracle under 1,200 quid,
that's what it's like.
Serco is offering landlords guaranteed cash, no hassle, fully funded by you. The same taxpayers who can't even get a doctor's appointment without begging and waiting weeks on end. Thousands of homes are being pulled from the private rental market, just as an entire generation of British people can't afford to leave their parents' house. And what's the government doing for you? Absolutely. Let's be clear. This isn't compassion. It's a two-tier system where the people who built this country, who work, obey the law and pay every bill, get pushed to the bottom, while those who just arrived get handed the keys. Loyalty means nothing.
Saying as it is.
Being British gets you nothing.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a housing plan. It's a betrayal. And we are not staying silent anymore, because if we don't speak up now, then who will?
Well said. Betrayal absolutely is the one word to describe it. What a betrayal to the young people of this country who are, working hard, working full-time jobs, sometimes actually quite big jobs, yet they're still having to live with their parents. I'm pretty sure at the moment the most common living arrangement for 18 to 30-year-olds is still living with their parents because they simply cannot afford private rented accommodation. The only way to live without your parents is to do some house share with like 10 other people who are like messy students who just wreck the place, don't, have parties late at night. I've been there, I absolutely hate it, right? What a slap in the face to the people of this country. And Nigel Farage tried to ask a question about this, trying to push Labour to actually go for the right approach to stop the asylum hotels, which is stopping the boats. But Keir Starmer's response won't impress you, I don't think.
Across the English Channel into our country, a 40% increase on this time last year.
It's insane.
Many coming from cultures that are somewhat alien to ours. They are being housed at a cost of many billions of pounds a year in hotels and increasingly in private rented homes. The effect on communities is one of a sense of deep unfairness, actually bordering on resentment. In Runcorn alone, there are 750 of these young men. Just in Runcorn. Is it not time to admit that Smash the Gangs was nothing more than an election slogan and not a policy? And isn't it time to declare a national emergency and to act accordingly?
Prime Minister, Mr. Speaker, we are passing a borders bill with extensive powers to smash the gangs. These are terrorist-like powers that give powers to the police to intercept.
Sorry, did you say terrorist-like powers? What the hell does that mean?
Where they think the suspects are committing people smuggling, which is a vile trade. We must take back control of our borders after the last government lost control. But what did he and his party do? Did they support those extra measures to actually smash the gang? No, they went in the lobby with this lot in their new coalition to vote against them. And let's be clear what a vote for his party means. It means a vote to charge for the NHS. It means a pro-Putin foreign policy and a vote against...
for God's sake.
And now we hear, Mr. Speaker, he's recruited Liz Truss as
No.
his new top advisor. As he was cheering on...
Absolutely pathetic response from Keir Starmer, just trying to, it's the same old rubbish like, oh, Putin sympathiser. I'm sorry, he's not a Putin sympathiser. All he did was mention the fact that NATO moving eastwards maybe pokes the bear a little bit. That doesn't say that you think that Putin did the right thing to invade Ukraine. Yet Keir Starmer, he'll use that one whenever he can. There they are using those words, smash the gangs again, as if they have a credible policy. But the numbers just keep going up, as Nigel said there. 40% increase on last year. It's getting worse under Labour. They can't just sit back and blame the Tories and say, oh, we're working on it, when it's literally getting even worse under Labour, right? They think that the solution is to house people in private rented accommodation with, 5-year guaranteed rent for landlords, pushing up price, whenever it's a contract from the government or the council, they offer more money, right? Which means it pushes up the prices for, local working Brits that are trying to get somewhere to live. That's not fair at all. And as you've seen from those TikToks, both working class people, first guy, clearly someone working in construction, working class man, works hard, doing proper hard labour every day, and he's getting kicked out. Then second one, you've got a young person who's there like, I'm refreshing Rightmove all the time, desperately trying to find something, and then it's just being handed easy peasy, given the keys, no rent to pay, to people who come here on a boat. This is absolute betrayal. This is not going to please anyone, Keir Starmer. You may be able to say that you've closed down some asylum hotels at the end of this, but I'm sorry, the outcome is not going to be any better. You're just going to infuriate people even more.